Hi everyone, welcome to round 6 in the manufacturer series for the third exhibition season of 2019-2020, the FIA Gran Turismo Championships. This round is with the Group 4 cars, as you can see there, with a very nice livery, the SLS-AMG Group 4, and it's going to be at Interlagos. So, quite a very well-known track. Many people want to do well there. Many people try to do well there. Many people do succeed, but we'll see who comes out on top today. This is going to be quite the race, I can tell you. So we have 3 times fuel wear, 11 times tire wear. Racing mediums and racing hards are on use. We have to use both of them in the tire requirements, so you can't go with just hards or with just mediums. You have to use both types of tires. So once again, this is opening the door to strategy, considering it's a 11 times tire wear and a 12 lap race. You can really throw around a lot of ideas and see what works. So we're going to go ahead and enter the lobby with the SLS AMG Group 4. Now with about 4 or 5 minutes left, we'll try and set a fast time if we can. And after that, we'll get into the matchmaking, obviously. Hi Deeth. Hi Lachlan, great to see you guys again. Excuse me. Hi Red Mist. All these, so all the Oceania FIA GTC drivers are greeting. That's nice to see. So how about you guys? You guys are going to be racing today? Like I know Deeth, the Jaguar should be very good here. Lachlan, the Aston, not too bad. Red Mist, the GTR. GTR needs a bit of love and care, but it could do well because it's got all the twisty corners in Sector 2. Yes, race, it's not the best. Okay, I see what you mean, Deeth. They're still gonna give it a go anyway. Yeah, hi Outlaw. Welcome. Nice to see you again, mate. Excuse me. Gonna restart that. Antigen's hard coming up. Yeah, I can imagine. Lachlan, it's does have a bit of understeer in it. You need to try and resolve by yourself. That's just how the car drives right now. The GTR melts its tires. Sorry to hear that, Red Mist. Yeah, it does, I would say it does need a little bit of help, but probably you need to figure it out yourself. So try and see what you're doing wrong. Maybe putting a bit too much pressure on the fronts. The brake bias isn't set all the way to the back. Maybe because usually when you drive this car, or any Group 4 car, it's very easy to sense when the front tires are starting to get away from you, in terms of the grip that you have at the moment. And it's all about the squealing that comes from the tires. If you hear that it's squealing too much, that means that you're losing grip. and that the tires are really taking a beating. So maybe also try and use sound to detect that. Hi Merge, thank you very much. Thank you for coming in. Good to see you again. Psycho Sheep, good morning Psycho. Welcome. Hi Brent, thank you very much. If you are doing any races tonight too, I hope you have a good one as well. Hi Zico. Fingers crossed for a clean rate. Yeah, we'll see. If we don't have any network issues, we should be able to fight for the 40. Here we go. We have a good race. Yeah, thanks Steve. I hope you too. Hope you have a good race as well, sir. Yeah, this is pretty much stacked as a lobby. Got all the big names here. Teeth isn't in it. Interesting. This redness. No card. Yeah, so the guys that were earlier in the chat, they're not in here. That means that this is really stacked, because you can see there's only S drivers and A pluses. That's a lot. Practice race with it, but just not having fun with the car. I see red mist. Yeah, fair enough. If you don't enjoy it, then just don't do it. 327 points. Wow. Yes, that is a lot of points. We need to win this. We need to win this badly. Whoever wins this, they're gonna most likely have a good chance of winning the entire championship. Look at this. I've got a pre-season race with AGT Online. Appreciate it. Oh, no problem, Brent. Hope you do well there. I've heard good things about that from some of the other drivers that used to do the FIAs. So yeah, hope you have fun there. Also, yeah, this could be. Yeah. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. We'll see what happens. We'll take our time. Is there a tire requirement? Yes, there is. Psycho, you have to use mediums and you have to use hards. Where is it? He's flashing with the hazard lights. Yeah, thank you, Dom. Hope you enjoy. Interesting to see how the Lambo does. Yeah, definitely is. So here we go, we're doing qualifying. I'm going to focus on this one. I'm going to try and maybe, we'll see. Important to have a good good quality. Yeah, and it's only 5 minutes, so realistically you only have one shot at a lap around here. Ah, Keaton leaves the room, that's unfortunate. And then he has to serve that 0.5-second penalty. If you can avoid giving someone slipstream, that will be good. Dangerous, he's pushing for that slipstream. Yeah, he's not going to get it. Not this time. And we missed a bit of time in some places, but shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, shouldn't be too bad. We might be pole, but we'll see. Many people are still running. So yeah, not first. Got Danos just piped us by 5,000, so very close. But yeah, got Hole in third. My word. Huezo in fourth, Schnickerman fifth, Matt in sixth, Trevor Bryan seventh, Electric following behind in eighth, Nick in ninth, and John O'Stan. Oh, sorry, no. Someone jumped there, so that's Sidehawk. He jumps to sixth, and rounding out the top 10, we have Nick so far in the Hyundai Genesis Group 4. So, starting second for the time being. There are still some people that are on their laps. We've got Noble and Lane. That is we've still got a good job. But yeah, we've got a lot of work ahead of us if we want to make this worth it. 100%. Go the second sector. Brent, yeah, that's a tough one. It's really requires a lot of patience and understanding, because if you push it a bit too much, the car just goes wide, or it doesn't hold the inside enough. Just finished watching you versus Hamilton challenge. You should. Yeah, I should, Maisie. After doing it so many times, yeah, I feel like I can get it a lot better though. With this Group 4, it's a lot more consistent. In my opinion, I can place it a lot more consistently than the Group 3. So yeah, we're going to put on hards, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd say maybe hards. But that lap was not great. I'd say we did mess it up in a few bits. So I know FT Ant, or Anthalicious as he's more well known. He does 37 sixes on full fuel. So yeah, he's eating me for breakfast in around here, so I need to learn how to get qualifying better. And race pace I'm not bad, but I just need to figure out how to get this thing around a single lap as quick as possible. Well. Yeah, thanks Brent, thank you Rob, Tom, thank you Josh, I hope you enjoy the race. Same for you Zika. What happened to Noble? Maybe he didn't finish his lap, I think, because I see Lane said thank you to him. Perhaps they were giving some slipstream, but you never know. Good luck, mate. Thank you, Jeffrey. And congratulations on the world record that you got for Nations Cup as well. That was a great lap, I have to say. Really, really good lap. Maybe like half a tenth or another tenth in it, but that was just, there was not more that you could find there. We've got brown touchdown for sure. Thank you Nitro. Yeah, we've got Danos in first. That Volex livery F-Type, we're in second. The SLS-AMG Group 4. And we've got Hole behind in third with that red Ferrari. See how he goes. We've got Huezo fourth with the Lamborghini Huracan. That thing is going to be really rapid in Sector 2 because of full drive. Then we have Schnickerman with the Megane. That's good on tyres. Same for Sidehawk with the Toyota 86. And behind them we have the current leader in the championship standings. That's Matt, or Matt Simmons. Trevor Bryan in 8th with the second Renault Megane, and Lane also with the second Toyota 86. But Redfern with the Audi TT. He's going to be struggling a bit with the tyres. Electric in 11th. Cayman. Nick there with the Hyundai Genesis. That isn't a bad car at all around here. It's very decent. Then we have John O'Stan, 13th with the Scirocco. The front tyres will take a beating, considering it's an FF car. Range Rosen, 14th with the McLaren. A. McEwen, 15th with that interesting livery on the Chevrolet Corvette. Then Barnstone with one more, Cayman, Conzio, and the Mazda Tenza, and Noble, who unfortunately didn't set a lap time, but he's there on 18th with the Lexus. We'll see how he progresses through the field afterwards. And then 19th we've got the Mitsubishi of W True. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Jeffrey, really. Means a lot when you say that. So we're gonna do our best now to keep up if someone is on mediums, but yeah. Enjoy the race, guys. Consider that the tyres are still partially cold here, but Danos could be potentially on mediums, but judging by how much he's understeering some corners, I wouldn't say so. Really paramount that you stay in the slipstream on this track. Once you lose the toe, that's it. Not gaining anything after that. By how much grip Danos has, I'd say he's on mediums. He's just gaining a lot more through the corners. That's not the case, and he's really got some stellar pace with the hard tyres. Nah, he's definitely mediums. In that case, we are doing a very good job keeping up with him for the time being. We need to bear in mind that we've got Holt and Hueso right there, and they're waiting to pounce the moment we drop out of the slipstream. We'll do our best to catch Danos. I think we can do it. I have to stop. Not the greatest of exits. Come on, go Hole. Hole, he's staying behind. Interesting decision. Ah, Hole, come on. Go for that in turn one. Just get the move done with. DNS there with a 0.5-second penalty. That's going to halt his progress ever so slightly. Okay, then we're going to put on mediums. Danos, he was on mediums. We make the undercut work for us. We're in front. It's up to us to catch hold, Schnickerman. Already jumped the slipstream of Danos, so don't have to worry about him anymore. That's good. Just need to preserve our tyres at this point. Might be asking in that first sector, what's up with my lines? I'm taking the line of least resistance so that the tires don't wear quite as much. It might be a little bit slower, but less tire squill. That's just a telltale sign that doing something right with the tires. He's yet to pit, so by the time he gets out, I guess we will have assumed first position. He's really staying out there. He's forgotten to change tires. The understeer's not helping us there. When he goes off, linkage is first. More than happy to oblige. We assume the lead. So the tyres are holding up pretty well at this point. Now making a mistake here and there, but we're doing fine. Our second penalty would have been better. Didn't happen. I don't know why we got that, because we didn't cut anything, but we'll just take it. That was a very slow lap. This total time, there's nothing to go by. Really not good. But we won. That's more important than the total time at this point, and I really don't care. We got that 40, so we needed it because there's been too much stuff going on that's ruined that chance. So happy to have won, and yeah, thanks guys. In race practice, every other time I've done a race, I've done 19 minutes and 58 seconds. So I lost 2 seconds on those last 2 laps, maybe a second and a half, but yeah, the rest was actually letting Hull by, and him holding us up just a little bit, but that's all good. Noble did well too. Yeah, where did he finish? Noble finished 7th. Yeah, so he really climbed back through the field. It's a good job by him. Okay, thanks guys. And, yeah, we are 100% not doing this race again because I put a bit of practice into this one. It's not that I couldn't win the others as I did, but there were some circumstances that were outside my control that ruined my race. Other times, this time didn't happen. You can see we actually won with a convincing lead of almost 5 seconds, along with a 0.5 second penalty. So yeah, I'm just happy to win, obviously. I'm just saying thank you.
They don't sleep there.
Yes, they do. Hull isn't the one to stay out, I think, or he did stay out another lap. No. He stayed out 1 lap more than Dano, so yeah, good that he stayed in 3rd. Sidog, he jumps to 4th. Noble, he goes from, I have to say well done to him, he really made up a lot of spots, and you can see there 11 positions from basically almost last place. That means he was able to really progress through the field quickly. Yeah, thanks Merge, thank you Oscar. Good to see Hull driving clean. Yeah. It was a dive from the last corner, but I'm not going to judge him by that. Could have been a bit more careful, a bit more patient, but anyhow, it's all good. That move that he did on turn 1, that was fine, and after that, it's pretty much our race. I was really surprised that Danos wasn't on hards, to be fair. Well, sorry, Dean wasn't on hards, because the way I'm thinking about it, Holt pitted twice even maybe, yeah. So the way I thought the race is going to work is that no matter where you start, even if you start first and you're on hards, someone behind, if they're on mediums, they're going to overtake, and the tire delta, like the time difference between the 2 compounds, is around a second, second 0.2, 2.3. So that's over a single lap when they're both at their best. So with slipstream, you can diminish that to around 0.6, 0.7, and in the later laps when the mediums start to drop off, that's when you're going to start getting that down to 0.2, 0.1. You're going to be equalizing it even. So that's the thing. If you start on hards, you're going to have faster lap times because you're going to be using the slipstream of the medium drivers, and you're going to be keeping up with them. You might fall off the slipstream how you say, mid-stint, but that's fine. And you just get an undercut. You make sure, you be careful of any traffic. In this case, you may want to extend that stint by a single lap, so 6.6 instead of 5.7, which is what I did. And then you'll have a really big undercut, because they'll be on hard tires, you'll be on medium tires. And yeah, it was a rather clean race. Yeah, I agree, Carl. Great driving by Noel. Yeah, I have to agree. And the little fella, obviously, I think he's doing what he can to improve after yesterday, which is good to see. What's next? We'll probably just have a look at the replay. Quick look at the replay. And yeah, this is what I meant. Yesterday in the lobby, when I was driving by myself, these were the total times I was getting. So you can imagine if you don't have any traffic that's bothering you, and you start somewhere like second or you start first, and you just let the guy on mediums by, you use that slipstream, you're going to be gaining 0.5 a lap easy. And if the guy on mediums decides to stay out another lap, you stay out another lap with the hards, if he's fast, and you know that he's fast. That way you're still going to be using the slipstream. You're going to be minimizing the tire wear loss that you would have on the hards, although the hards don't really wear at all. And by the time you come in at the end of the 6th lap, your mediums are going to be a lot fresher for the end of the race, so you're going to be able to push a lot more. And yeah, this total time is definitely going to drop when you can look at some other regions. It's definitely going to be somewhere around 56s to those people who can pull it off, that strategy. Maybe 56 is a bit too much, but 57s for sure. Nothing to watch now, you're too good, mate. Robent is streaming, but he's asleep. Oh, that's a Daytona 24-hour thing that they've got going on. Yeah, on iRacing. Yeah, he's sleeping, easy money. The man's working, yeah. Can't blame him. He's doing what he can to keep the audience interested, and if sleeping is your cup of tea, then he's doing his job properly. But yeah, happy with the result. It's taken a while to get it this season. I must admit, it's been a really long. It's been a dry season in terms of manufacturer points. So I did like 2 hours of practice for this race, and that was it. Those 2 hours, it shows that it's a lot more beneficial than going in it with like 30 minutes of practice. But yeah, maybe that's just again, I really love practice, but the thing is that I don't have the time always, so this is probably an indicator that I need to practice at least somewhere an hour, hour and a half, get 2 race simulations in. Try a few different strategies and see what works, so I don't go into the race blind. But yeah, he's a rather busy man. Yeah, of course. He may look like he's dormant on the outside while he's sleeping, but who knows what's going inside there in his head. Dean, yeah, I was surprised, Dean, that you weren't on the hards, I must say. I was really, really surprised. Like, I was keeping up in the first lap and I was saying, nah, he must be on hards. He just got some really good pace there. Looking back on how your qualifying went, and then and I see you pull away and you're doing a 57.9 or what it was, 37.9 or 38.1. Oh no, that's too fast for hards, no matter how good you are. So then I realized you're on me, and I was like, oh right, now we've got a race, we have to keep up with you. And it did work for about the first 2 to 3 laps, but yeah, after that we pretty much had the race sealed up. Again, I was just surprised that you went for that decision. Sleeps with his VR headset on. Jimmy Broadbent sleeps with his VR headset on. Maybe he's what? That's good advertisement for VR at least. They say maybe he's faking it. You never know. Maybe it's like that when you're on a plane. He's trying to shut out as much daylight as he can. See, it's working for him. Obviously, if he's sleeping. So yeah, I managed to keep up onto the slipstream of Dinos, and I dropped off somewhere around this point. See, Dean, he's about 1.5, 1.6 away, and I just can't do anything anymore. And that leaves me open to attack from a hole. Definitely going again. Yeah, no, but what happened in your qualifier? I need to know, because I know that this was a good track for the Lexus, and I know that you're pretty decent. So I was surprised to see you there in 18th, starting so low. Oh, dip, I'm so late. Yeah, going again. Good idea, Ranger. Thanks, Bjorn Borg. О, благодарам. Хвала ти много за добрите жалби. And yeah, Dom, Cody win. Yeah, I won Cola. He won. So I go conservative. I get taken out, so we get a clear track. Fair enough. I actually had my heart was in my mouth at one point. Like, I think it was lap 4, let's see. Yeah, this was it. That was the point that I just thought, oh no, this is all over. Because I knew that Huezo was right there. And you can see I just get tapped a little bit, and it doesn't take much time. But it doesn't take much to go on the grass either, so I was like, no, I don't want this to happen. And I decided at this point I'm not going to defend. I wasn't even defending, but I'm not going to even try defending, just let him by. There. Honestly, if he's fast enough to go for a move on mediums, he should be fast enough to make a gap so I can keep up. But yeah, that was... Some people would rather defend tooth and nail for P10 than let the fast car pass and catch the pack that is ahead. Oh, Ranger, so I'm guessing that was later in the race. But I see that you employed the racing hard strategy at the start, which is a good idea. Sorry, Ayush Nickerman, who goes on the inside. He's getting into 4th. His tyres are a lot better than anyone, because it's Megan, of course. Yeah, at this point I was just doing what I could to defend, not lose too much time either way, and keep up with Hull. Само напред. Хвала, Бьорн Борг, се срещя с твоите тръки. Ако ги правиш вечерва. Не знам, ако ги правиш. Внимавай. Защото има много... има голема шанса да добиеш казна, ако я сечеш пътеката, ама... това. Само бъди внимателен. See that lap 5 I pit in. At the end of that with hards. I'm a master tactician. Really... Yeah, no, but that was really unfortunate, the 0.5 second that you got. So yeah, you started the race on hards, you followed the same strategy as me. And where were you? You were 11th by the time you fit. Let me just see how that turned out. So you passed Konzio at the very start. Also Worthy, small mistake. Whoa, yeah, it's almost 3 wide at one point. It is 3 wide behind you. Yeah, Doric just staying with you at this point. He's on mediums. My word, and that's a big fight up there. Really big tussle. It's like a 8-car queue for P11. No, what am I talking about? For 10th. Got to win. Better quality needed range. Yeah. And you figure out quality with the McLaren and you should be fine, because the 650S is very good. Let's say around here. You know, well, he goes on the inside of McKeown. Lexus is an absolute rocket around here. That's the pass down. He jumps up to 14th. That again. Puts it on the inside of Redfern. Nothing he can do there. What happened here? Oh no, well, he gives some space. Oscar holds it on the outside in the Audi T. You don't see that very often. Takes off. Wow, that was a surprise from Oscar. I didn't expect him to get the position back. You get a better exit out of the corner. Pass done and dusted. By this point, catching up to Electric. It's lap 5. Sorry, lap 5, and someone's gone off. Who's that? Rev O'Brien. What happened to him? This guy was Matt. And he clips grass slightly. Gets grass in this one too, so that's his race over. So go back to Noble. Yeah, he pits in at the end of lap 5. Like me. So does Matt. Konzio, he pits in the end of lap 5 to put on hards. But yeah. Coming out of the pits, I pitted on lap 5. I was P3, and when I came out I was on medium, so Electric managed to pass me because he still hadn't pitted in yet. And yeah, I just let those mediums do what they do best, and I caught up to Electric real quick. Yeah, thanks Hull. Yeah, good stuff from yourself. Nice podium. Considering you pitted twice, I think, something like that. You're on hards. No, you didn't pit twice, okay. No one pitted twice, but still, I mean, great, really good stuff. Considering that you were on hards in the second part of the stint, you were able to get the move done. You were able to make them last 7 laps, so good stuff there. I was really trying it the other way around. And, yeah, for me it was pretty much a controlled race after that. Schnickerman, he stayed out on mediums for I don't know how long. It was like 10 laps on mediums, so only the Megane, the 4C or the Toyota 86 can do that. None of the heavier cars can possibly achieve something close to that. So hoping for second, just made some dumb mistakes. Yeah, I was surprised Hall that he didn't go for a move on me earlier in the race. Coming down into turn 1, I did see what you did there on the last corner, lap 5. That was just a little bit late, but when you overtook me on lap 4, I was actually thinking, well, he could have done it on lap 3. He was close enough. Would have let you by because by then your tyres were still fresher. It would still be a lot faster. I might have been able to catch up to Dean, but yeah, staying out to that extra lap on hards really opened up the gap between you and Dinos. So gets a 1 second penalty, most likely for cutting the track. That's right there. It's going to benefit from Seidl's penalty. He jumps up to 6th. Everyone's on, apart from Matt and Seidl, everyone's on medium. Everyone is on hards in front. For me and Schnickerman. Schnickerman did some mistake. I need to see this. What happened here? Simply pushed too early. Oh no. Touched the grass with the outside tyres and pretty much game over after that. It's going to be easy prey for him. He's got the turbocharger. What am I talking about? He's got a supercharger. Only Group 4 to have one. And he's easily going to get on the outside of the Gran and just get past them. Should come in most likely if he decides to go into the pits. He's been using the mediums way too long. And indeed he does. And the next 2 laps, the gap between Dean and Hall is what matters, and right behind we've got Hueso and Matt. So let's see how Hueso, how he lost that position. Matt and Seidl on mediums to be sure. So gives Matt a little bit of a nudge that puts him in front of Hueso. Follows through. Hueso can do nothing about that. He's on hards. Do what he can to keep up. He's got that forward drive that really helps him through the technical sector. Seidl even tries to. He does it. He even goes on the outside of Matt. Steering his tires are a little bit better. Good job by him. Yeah. The straight side of Toyota is pretty weak. Matt's is a little bit stronger. Hueso's got very, very strong car on the straight, so you can see he's able to keep up the timing and even catch Seidl and Matt. Yeah, thank you, Felipe. Highly appreciate it, thank you. Just don't get on with brands. Yeah, Grand Touch was a difficult circuit to drive up last round. You can say that much. Well, what happened happened. Just let that be in the past. See, Hueso, he's trying to keep up. He's staying there with Matt, but Seidel was just running away with it at this point. Got better tires and less fuel. They're both in medium, so this gap between Hole and Danos is slowly coming down. Danos, he misses the corner a bit. Hole, he's braking just a little bit late too. About this length, I would say that Hole, maybe you could have gotten to about, him, but you can see Danos' fronts, they're a little bit more worn. So yeah, but you would have to get everything perfect if you wanted to have a shot. And Jaguar's really a lot better in acceleration zones. Yeah, really catching up there. If there was another lap, you could have definitely had a nice fight with him, if anything. Yeah, that lunge there, that's really good stuff. When you get right on the back of him, he uses that supercharger to get away. And that small excursion off track just took off a bit of your exit speed. But yeah, like I said, if there was another lap, you could have definitely fought him. We want to hope for some close, clean racing with exactly little fella. So Seidel comes fourth, Matt fifth. Also misses out on the top 5 due to the strategy. Noble, I want to see where he got those 3 extra overtakes done. If it was just due to the pits. Maybe he pits in. It's going on the mediums. Noble is fighting with Range Rods. Defends on mediums, so they're both at pretty much in equal ties at this point. They both employed the racing hards at the start, so it's a smart move by them. And he's gonna let Noble have this one nice and easy, and he jumps up to 8. Good clean move. It's an interesting race. Like I said, there's a lot of things that you can do to try and fight for the win, for podium. Be really innovative with your strategy. But in short, I'd say you should start with hards at the beginning, no matter what happens. Even if you qualify first, it is so hard to run away with the slipstream that you shouldn't even bother putting faith in the mediums and that you'll get away. Dean did, but he got away after the start of the 3rd lap. That was 2 laps that I used to benefit, and my hard tires on those 2 laps were as fast as mediums that were a little bit used. So yeah, Sapiol Bottle again threw away 4th. Yeah, Schnickerman, I saw that. That was unfortunate. Yeah, again about the strategy, I'm just going to finish that up quickly. Start on hards. Do what you can to not lose time if someone's behind on better tires. Do whatever you can to just push. Fuel is not a problem here, so you don't have to worry about that. And pit either lap 5, lap 4, depending if you have a really lightweight car, like a Megane or a Toyota. Because there are cars can do that, I've heard. But lap 5, I would say is pretty much the safest you could be on. 5, or 6. Those are two of the most likely ones that you're going to see today, and do the rest of the race on mediums, because the undercut that you're going to get with the mediums is so huge that whatever the front runners did in that first stint is going to be negated after one lap. Most of it anyway. So better to do that. Mediums at the end, hards at the start. You have 15 more minutes.
I didn't.
Yeah, in the end, that's the strategy. Happy with the result. It should be the first 40 of the season, so I'm really pleased with that. And all in all, it was a good race. Nothing too bad happening there. No too harsh penalties. Thank you everyone for coming in. That's going to be all for now. And good luck with your races tonight if you're doing them. Have a nice afternoon, evening or morning, wherever you may be. And until next time, driving with the best.